The Pacific Parkinson's Research Center is a center of excellence for Parkinson's disease, research and clinical treatment. So we follow a very integrated research path. We look at different aspects of Parkinson's, not just the brain, but we look at how does the brain exist within the wider body? How is that influenced by the environment? So this way we can understand Parkinson's in a much more holistic way.
The center has tended to work in a very multidisciplinary fashion, which is one of the great joys. The fact that we bring together basic scientists, clinicians, and people who are kind of spanning both, I think is an important contributor to the success.
And on the clinical side, the holistic approach means looking at the whole person. And so we're looking at the biology, but we're also looking at the psychological, at the social aspects of this. And that is how we're trying to treat and address Parkinson's. Within the center, we work together. There are researchers who have expertise in imaging, there are researchers who have expertise in novel cutting-edge technologies. Bringing all of that together, that gives us a much more complete picture of what is happening in the body, rather than trying to just look at 2 or 3 aspects in their linear connection.
Funding through traditional federal agencies is at best very competitive and also rather unpredictable. So PPRI has had a massive impact on our ability to move ahead with things.
The Pacific Parkinson's Research Institute, the foundation at UBC, it's an 18 board member foundation that supports the research into Parkinson's disease at UBC.
Funding from the PPRI is vital. I think all researchers will tell you, you get into a chicken and the egg problem.
The funding wants data, the data wants funding. So PPRI says, great, we're in, we'll support it. Here's a little bit of money, and we've got some money to support it when it gets going.
Well, you don't get funding later on if you don't get the development stage. And so that's critical, and we are one of the few organizations that does that. So we open doors.
Neuroscience is inherently interdisciplinary. One of our projects is to investigate the effects of new brain stimulation technology on motor vigor in Parkinson's disease. So thanks to PPRI funding, we could bring all the experts in this field together. And then we can also purchase sophisticated equipment to make this research possible.
The relationship between the PPRI and PPRC is actually the envy of many other groups at the university.
We know the scientists and talk to them a lot. They know us and talk to us a lot. I think that also sets PPRI aside.
Increasingly, I think people recognize science can't be conducted in isolation.
Research is hope, research is also a community, and research needs all of us. It needs the researchers, of course, but it also needs the people living with the condition. It needs the next generation of researchers. It needs the people who support the research financially. It really helps us to bring all of this together.
Well, it thrills me to think that in a few years this disease will be cured, or if not cured, the impediments that it creates for people will be reduced, and they'll live a happier, more comfortable life as they live through the disease.